I used to think of my life as a rap star. I used to think of my life as a trap star.
Hey, and welcome back to Emlyn in the Mix, where we discuss things all music technology, software and hardware, recording gear, studio gear, instruments, and more. If you love that sort of thing, then you're going to love the Emlyn in the Mix podcast. Now, let's get on with the show with your host, yours truly, Emlyn. Hey, and welcome back to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast, season 4, episode 6, as we kick things off this year. Well, we've already done 6 episodes, but we're sort of grooving in to the year. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be checking out the brand new synthesizer from Fabfilter. It is the Twin 3. It sounds so freaking good, but I won't spoil all of it just yet. If you've just come here to check that out, I'll have a timeline down below where you can skip along to that. But if you are new here, what is this podcast about? Well, we cover all things music, technology, software and hardware, music gear, you name it. We cover it here on the podcast, all the latest, all the greatest, all the zeitgeistiest, if that's even a word, things about music technology, of course, and music gear. We'll cover it here on the podcast. And for those of you who are regular listeners, thank you for coming time and time again. You can shout me a coffee down below. I always have the link down there if you want to support me or say thank you for all the information I've provided you over the years. And also another thing to keep in mind, if you love this video today, leave a like if you're watching us here on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, all of that YouTube stuff, and like, share, because it helps others find this amazing podcast and channel. Anyway, without further ado, we're just going to get stuck into the news. There has been some funny, silly, interesting things happening. Of course, coming to us from our friends, Teenage Engineering. And what wouldn't the zaniest, wackiest things be without Teenage Engineering? Honestly, they have provided so much valuable content to this channel of just fun and enlightening products that they've released. Last year we had a beer and we had some other zany, wacky things I can't remember off the top of my head, but they just provided so much interesting things. Yes, we had an Okinawa style Japanese beer, which was Teenage Engineering. It was a Teenage Engineering beer. Anyway, this isn't as wacky. In fact, this has some use definitely in the studio. I almost thought to myself, wow, I kind of need something like this, but it's still, I don't know, in my mind, is it necessary? Look, I gotta hand it to Teenage Engineering. They're a friend, in my opinion. I mean, they've never reached out to me and they've never, full disclosure, nothing, no affiliation with Teenage Engineering and Emlyn in the Mix here, but I gotta hand it to them for their creativity, because Teenage Engineering, honestly, they are one of the best out there when it comes to creativity. And they have, honestly, that little OP1 field is probably one of the most interesting and most desirable synths on the market. Anyway, I digress. Field Desk, what is it? A space truss constructed from recycled aluminium and assembled with double-sided Formica birch plywood. Field Desk is our very own modular workspace. It's everything it needs to be and nothing it doesn't. So very simple. Let's have a look here. So you have the birchwood desk sitting upon recycled aluminium, and that's it. It's simple. It's just a desk. It's their official workspace. So their office, our office, they say, is made up of people doing a variety of tasks, each with their own needs. Since we love to build things, we decided to create our own modular work environment. Field Desk acknowledges our evolving workspaces and everything that comes with them. I mean, you got to hand it to them. It is simple. And it's got this field rail here. So the field rail in the Field Desk is a part of our field rail system. It's an open-ended range of interconnecting aluminium rails that enable the creation of customizable modular furniture and accessories made from 75% recycled circle aluminium from Scandinavian manufacturer Hydro. I don't know. What do you guys think? You're going to be getting a Field Desk. Do you need one? I always seem to need more desk space in my studio and my work environment. So, I mean, it's simple. Would I get this? I don't think so. But, I mean, I gotta hand it to them. Simplicity, sometimes less is more. In most cases, actually, less is more. And this is one of those factors. I would like to declutter my studio. In fact, I would really like to get it, more space and so forth. And maybe the field desk is the way to go. Maybe it would inspire me to have less wires, less everything. I mean, I'm excited about a future, and this is going to happen, by the way, in any office space or studio space or whatever, where everything is wireless. It will happen. Mark my words. Okay, I know 2023, we're in the past right now. There's some dude watching us from the year 3000 who's like a slug man. And he's like, dude, you got so many wires in your studio. I don't know, Slugman. Anyway, it's a stupid reference. I'm not even going to go into that. I'm totally digressing here. Let's move along. Leave a comment down below if you want to know what Slugman means. All right, Arturia. Arturia dropped... They didn't drop a new synth, but they just dropped a Noir edition, a black edition of the Polybrute synthesizer. Actually, just quickly, before there could be an interruption today on the podcast, my cat is in the studio. It's a bit of a risk. I don't know where he is, but anyway, we could have some interruptions. I don't normally leave him in here, but I thought I'll give him a chance. We'll see. So if there is an interruption, that's what that is. Anyway, Polybrute dropped the Noir edition, or Arturia dropped the Polybrute Noir edition, and I just wanted to look at it here because it looks freaking amazing. Let's scroll down. So, what is the Polybrute, you ask? If you don't know, it is a 6-voice analog synthesizer that trends new ground between sonic universes, reimagined with black hole aesthetics, morph seamlessly between sounds within sounds, discover unparalleled multi-axis expression, and push analog timbres deeper into uncharted darkness. The elusive and mysterious Polybrute Noir has awakened. Dare you step into the darkness? It looks super nice. If you are watching us here on YouTube or Spotify, then you'll be able to see. We'll have the video there for you guys. If you're just listening to podcasts, you can listen to the rest of this podcast. And then at the end, come over to Emlyn in the Mix on YouTube and watch the video. What have you got to lose? I love this color skew. This color skew looks really nice. We've got a little video here. Has it got sound? Let's play it back here. Here we go. Here's some Polybrute, baby. Nice. Oh man, that actually makes me want to get a Polybrute. I don't know why. I know because it's just a color, but oh, by the way, my cat joined me here. If you are watching us and you are interested in that, there he is on top of my turntable there. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt too much. Keeping it interesting here on Emlyn in the Mix today, episode 6. Yeah, I normally leave the cats outside because I know that they will just interrupt the show, but he's been pretty good today, so I've left him in here. Anyway, yes, that makes me want to get a Polybrute. I borrowed my friend's one last year for a few months, and I loved having it here. I felt bad though because I didn't play it that much, but it does have a phenomenal sound, and it's also got the software on the back end. I think they might have it here, which you can connect to it and actually, change all the parameters via software in your DAW, which is freaking amazing. Yeah, this one, Polybrute Connect. So that essentially comes with the hardware there, and a lot of fun. But yeah, gosh, got to give it to them. This color skew looks amazing. I know that there are various music companies which change the color skews of their synthesizers and so forth over time, but this one is all black, looks amazing. All right, let's move along to our next piece of news. This one's exciting. Yes, you can win a Mini Moog. This is a reminder. I got to enter this raffle, by the way, because I want to win this Mini Moog as well. And if I do, I will share the love with you on the channel. Don't worry. I'm not going to just hoard it to myself. But I definitely want to win this. You definitely want to win this. Everyone should definitely want to have a go at trying to win this. you can win a vintage Mini Moog signed by Geddy Lee. I hope I'm saying that name right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. Geddy or Jetty, I'm not 100% sure. But I feel bad that I don't know who that is actually. And it's a real oversight on my behalf, being the supposed music guy that I am, right? He's a legendary synthist, bassist, and vocalist from the band Rush. Might be before my time though, can I excuse that? I am a millennial, by the way, so maybe I don't know I don't know the band Rush. I can't even think of a song off the top of my head. Maybe I've heard their songs on the radio. Anyway, tickets are on sale right now. Head over to the Moog Foundation. The money from the raffle goes towards... they have programs like for teaching kids about synthesis, and they have like a museum as well, which is called the Moog Museum, which is essentially Bob Moog's idea of, spreading the information about synthesis. He's one of the godfathers of synthesizers, and the Moog, of course, which is one of the most well-known synthesizers on the planet. And his vision was that everyone should have the chance to be able to learn about synthesis. So very cool indeed. The raffle goes to a good cause, and you go in with a chance to potentially win a Mini Moog. All right, if we head over to Native Instruments, okay, we'll have an affiliate down below because Native Instruments looks after your boy. Now, this is only if this interests you, but this is pretty good if it does interest you, because these don't often go on special. It is the Heavyocity Raw Inspiration Collection. Basically, all of Heavyocity's synths are now on sale, up to 60% off supercharged scoring tools from Heavyocity. It's basically all of them. So, you got Damage to Symphonic Destruction, and I'll hopefully get to show you guys here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe. We'll show off some of these synthesizers here. Some, especially the new ones. I want to check out Mosaic Leads, which is new. Explore the cinematic potential of analog synths with over 100 carefully crafted presets for modern scoring. You got Aspire Modern Mallets. Infuse your compositions with emotion using the hybrid textures of Heavyocity's deeply sampled marimbas and vibraphones. In fact, I think I was going to show you a little demo of that one. And Vocalize 3. Get immersed in the power of the human voice with the evocative and comprehensive vocal library from Heavyocity. All right, my cat is starting to go a bit nutso in the background, so we might move him out while we play back this demo. But here is Aspire for you guys. Check this out. I'm just going to get the cat out of here. Yeah, this is a good bit, this bit here. Ready? Goes real fast. Yeah, that sounds good. And I dare say that's the Damage drum kit there as well. Hang on, let's turn this other demo off here. So that was Modern Mallets spread over the top there. And I reckon maybe the Damage drum kit. Not 100% sure on that. Anyway, link down below to get yourself a deal on the Heavyocity instruments here. Sound amazing. If you're into scoring or if you're just into wanting quality instruments in your tracks, then Heavyocity will deliver. All right, next piece of news here comes to us from our friends at Antares. Autotune Pro X won a Grammy, or the guy that invented Autotune X is a apparently just happened. I don't watch the Grammys, but apparently this just happened like a couple of weeks ago or a week ago or something. So now they're having a Grammy special offer for a limited time. Get Autotune Pro X for the original 1996 price of $299. So you can buy it outright for $299. I know that might seem expensive. However, Autotune's always been an expensive plugin to own outright. They do have their like subscription-based thingy going on at the moment. I don't know what it's called. They've all got different names, don't they? But if you want to just own it, you want to be old school, you just want to own the software, can't be bothered paying a subscription on a monthly basis like your Netflix or something like that, then you can just buy it now at a much cheaper price. Depends how it works for you, because I know that if you do get the Antares sort of subscription service that they have, you get like all of their products, and they've got a plethora of products here. So definitely worth checking out if you want to get the standalone on its own and just own it outright. All right, another little quickie here is from Roland Zenbeats. Roland Zenbeats, their little attempt at a sequencing DAW has had an update, and I've just got it here. We'll just pull it over here so we're gonna have a look. So Zenbeats 3.1.3 has downloaded and contains important performance updates, features and enhancements, and access the brand new Zenbeats Arpeggiator. I was playing with this before the show. It's actually pretty good. You got MIDI effects, slots, new power buttons, and much more. Update Zenbeats as soon as possible to optimize your experience. I must admit, they are improving upon this app and this software. Like, it is getting better and better, which is really good to see. Really good to see that they are actually improving upon it and its ease of use, because that was one of the things I found was fumbling around, trying to find my way around wasn't the easiest. Recording in was easy, but I still found it a bit buggy. But still, Zenbeats has its own loved community, and I think it has a bright future. I feel like Zenbeats has a bright future and can get better, and it's definitely one of those DAWs or music creation apps that's worth learning, especially for on the go, and if you've got an iPad or a smartphone or something like that. It works on Android and iOS. All right, just before we get to our feature product here, the Missing Keys competition, I believe, is still going. Gosh, I should probably check before we do this. But anyway, probably the main thing I wanted to say about this particular competition that's running at the moment is that Rhodes has released its own official Rhodes plugin software, and it sounds freaking amazing. Okay, I was going to do a full featured overview on this, but Dr. Mix beat me to it, and Dr. Mix is a far better keys player than myself, so I hand it to him. If you want to check out more, you can go over to Dr. Mix, giving you a full overview of this amazing sounding software. However, they do have this competition where you can actually win a Mark 8. Now, what is a Mark 8? Rhodes Mark 8 is the actual hardware Rhodes. They've started recreating these Fender Rhodes. I don't know if it's Fender anymore. I don't know if I should say that, but they started creating these Rhodes hardware, and it has like the actual mallet, like, you know, what are they called? The keys. I can't even think of them right now. That hits the strings like on it. It's a proper like piano, but it's electric, of course, and sounds incredible. Anyway, the software have done an amazing job on the software, and I just wanted to mention it here. You should definitely check it out. I'll put a link down below for the 45-day trial, free day trial of the V8 software, which you can check out. And if we just jump over quickly, there's our feature product here, but I do want to just quickly show you before we get to our feature products. Here's the Rhodes V8 software, and again, I'm no keys player like Dr. Mix, but this thing sounds absolutely beautiful. Let me just show you, like, even with an amateur keys player, how good it sounds. And you can do really cool things, like in the VariPan here, we can add a bit of a, you get that sort of, let me just tone it down a bit, that's probably a bit hard, and we can speed it up. Giving it that lovely sort of LFO-ish type of sound. It doesn't sound as good on my MP controller. I think because I got full velocity on this particular one, but on my keys down here, I'll just, I think this is how you would actually play it. And you can even go, what's amazing about this software, and we're not going to do a full deep dive, but you can even go in the back end here with setup, and you can essentially change like your pitch, your key, the dampening, the fine tuning. They've really gone to town with this multi-sampled instrument. It's actually absolutely phenomenal. But anyway, check it out. Rhodes software. You can actually download the software for free for a free 45-day trial. Link down below. Check it out. It honestly, if you're a keys player, even if you're not a keys player like myself, and you just want a really authentic, I mean, it is the most authentic Rhodes sounding plugin out there because it's Rhodes. Go do yourself a favor, click that link down below, check it out, have a play. It is a lot of fun. All right, so now we are at our feature product, and today we are going to be checking out Twin 3 from Fabfilter. This just dropped this last week. And what is Twin 3 and who is Fabfilter, you ask? Well, Fabfilter have been around for quite a while. They make some really high-end, nice-sounding plugins. In fact, if we just hover over the plugins here, they are the makers of the Pro Q3 equalizer, which is probably one of the most used equalizers in studios around the world. It's just a very nice and easy to use equalizer, and you can essentially you can totally sweep the frequency band with like crazy, like 92 decibel cutoff poles and all sorts of crazy stuff. But they also do a bunch of other products like the Pro R Reverb, Pro L2 limiter, Pro C2 compressor, and so forth. Anyway, the Twin 3 is an instrument. It's a synthesizer, and it just sounds awesome. So I'm just going to merely just show you how it sounds today. We'll go through some presets, but let's just read a little bit back here from the website. So the Fabfilter Twin 3 is equipped with the best possible analog modeled oscillators, award-winning filters, and an extensive effects section. Sound design becomes a true pleasure with the completely redesigned intuitive interface. It is very intuitive. At first, when you look at it, it looks a little bit overwhelming, but actually, it's quite easy to navigate around. Rather use presets, Twin 3 comes with a library of carefully designed quality sounds that you can use right away. And it has vintage fatness out of the box, easy drag and drop modulation, and of course the Fabfilter goodies, which finally you get all the usual Fabfilter goodies, perfectly tuned controls, MIDI learn, smart parameter interpolation for smooth parameter transitions, extensive help with interactive help hints, neon and SSE optimization, and much, much more. All right, I think we just jump over today. Let's just jump over. Let's pop the Rhodes V8 down and let's get the Twin 3 up, baby. And here it is. A beautiful, really nice sounding synth straight out of the bag. I'm going to go jump over to my MPE controller here and you can hear it. Actually, that is the Rhodes. Very funny lols happening on Emlyn in the Mix podcast today. All right, just make sure we're rolling in though. That's more important than the lols. Are we going out the right channels? There we go. Oh yeah. All right, this is a fat, as I say, fat goodness. Go up an octave. All right, let's navigate around a little bit this amazing sounding synthesizer. So we've got our oscillators here on the left. I'll keep it simple, and it looks like you can add a fourth oscillator, so you can have up to 4 oscillators. And I'm not sure. I was getting confused because the name is Twin 3, so I thought it only had 3 oscillators, but I think it's just because it's the 3rd iteration of this synthesizer, which was originally touted as the Twin. So hopefully, anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, leave a comment down below if you know more about the Fabfilter Twin synthesizers than I do. But Twin 3, I believe, is the iteration, and you've got 4 oscillators. Now, if we scroll along, you can change the wave shape of each oscillator. I've actually just added a 4th oscillator here. That's going to sound really, really fat. Wow. Just a triangle sawtooth sort of thing going on down here. You can so change the waveform of each oscillator. Really easy. You can change, we can make it all squares here. That's going to sound quite different if we pop it on square. And And then moving across here, you got the oscillator pulse width, and you've got detune, and then you've got oscillator 1 sync. So you can have all sorts of random, like here there's a bunch of modulation going on this preset here. And it's just really overall very easy to navigate around. And what's amazing about it is that on the surface, it's quite simple to sort of see what's going on, but it's also so much deeper than this, because you've got your Fab Filter goodness here, which is like essentially what Fab Filter's really renowned and well known for is their equalizer portion. And so you can just like, it's smooth as butter, just move things around. And work out what frequencies and so forth that you want to really pop, you know. And that's why people love Fab Filter's equalizers, because they are amazing. Over here you got your cutoff. And you got your peak offset as well. How good's that? And then you got your effects section over here: reverb, delay, chorus, phaser, drive. Put the phaser on, for example. Just go down an octave. Chorus. Heaps of delay, and you got drive. Awesome. And then down below, depending on the preset, you'll have either macro controls or you'll have some, whatever the preset's been set up to control. For example, this one has like XY pads down here controlling different things. You've got cutoff and resonance on this XY. And then they've got decay over here. So you have heaps of release, or not much release. Detuning is set up here. But this will be different on each preset. It'll be different. And what's cool is if you hover your mouse over, you leave it on, the help menu will come up and give you a little explanation of what the XY controller does. So the XY controller slider gives you a way to easily control multiple parameters with just one mouse movement. And you can hook up the X and Y axis to almost all parameters by dragging the source. So just good little bits of information here. If you click this little arrow down here, it takes you to all your LFOs or X LFOs here. So you can see what they're doing. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and wow, you got 5 LFOs going on here. Even more, is it? Can we go across a bit more? There's another one here. I can't get over there. Anyway, you can, and then you can even add different things. It doesn't even have to be an LFO. You can add an XY controller, envelope generator, envelope follower, or even MIDI source here. Or you can sort your slots there as well. Then I'm just trying to show you everything here, by the way, just so you understand what I'm doing exactly right now. If you are watching us, and of course, if you're listening, it may be a little bit hard without being able to see what's going on. But essentially, it is rather intuitive. It does look like when you look at the synth, and you'll be like, especially if you're new to synthesis, you'll be like, whoa, I don't know what's going on here. But once you sort of just slowly navigate around and you know what like your sound sources are and how the sound is traveling through, it is intuitive. You got MIDI learn down here where you can do your MIDI learn, and then you've got your arpeggiator here. So you can actually turn that on. You're going to get an arpeggiation. And I can change the groove, change the octaves, change the way it's played, up and down, or the way it's played. Change, make it faster, 16th notes, 8 notes, dotted. That's cool. Triplets, or just straight, or just turn it off. and you got held. I had it on held or something like that, latch or whatever. Let's go through some presets now. So that's pretty much just looking around. That's what it is. It does have a full screen mode as well, so you can make it massive. I don't know if you can even see me right now. I don't even know what's getting pushed onto the screen when I do that. But yeah, you can essentially fill up the whole screen. Did it take my camera away when I do that? Because I can't see my preview anymore. I have no idea, but it actually looks so sick in full screen mode. I'm looking on my massive screen here. Looks absolutely amazing. All right, let's just go through some of the presets here. So right now we're on up. Let's go through some more. Well, it might be a bit low, that one. Go up a bit high. What's cool is when you're in this mode of looking through the presets, it actually tells you a little bit about each preset, which I really love. Like, I don't see that much in modern synthesizers these days. So the amount of explanation that's gone into the synth is really cool. Like, you know, this one says big pulses, thick bass, arpeggio with much movement, use mod wheels for oscillation, sync, aftertouch adds drive and resonance. Let's see, let's play with my expression down here. Yeah, that's cool. I got a really awkward setup going at the moment. I'm playing with the expression wheel on my keyboard, which is below me, and then I'm also playing with the MP control I've got to my left here. Yeah, it's a bit awkward playing like that, but anyway, let's keep going through. Cinematic Zimmer. We'll go low, and this will sound good low. Whoop. Dun, 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 dun. Sounds a bit like Dead Mouse. These are all seem to be monophonic at the moment. Is this polyphonic? Nice. We haven't even gone into the other categories here. Let's go into some other categories. Let's check out drums. Got to check out drums. Whoa, air clap. Sounds amazing. Analog snare machine. That sounds really good. Analog kick. Oh, yeah. Sounds sampled. Amazing. Analog kick. What? How good's that? That's incredible. Basic kick. We'll go a bit lower. Let's try. Probably there. A low C. Bounce kick. Oh, yeah. Melbourne bounce. Probably you can hear my clicking hitting harder than the actual sound. Casa cinematic boom. That's nice. Whoa, that decay. I'm not even playing after that. Very good sounding drums and percussion. Clap hat. I don't mind that. What about higher in that? Click, kick. Oh yeah, that's good. Really good, surprisingly good percussion. Open, is that an open? No, closed hat. And crunchy kick. Oh yeah, that's just doom and gloom, isn't it? Driven kick. Let's go down low. That's cool. You could, you know, you got a bit of pitch on that, so you could sort of, that'd be good for trap music. It'd be like, probably lower, it'd be like, That's sick. Fundamental snare. We'll go up a bit higher. Whoa. Oh, these are so good. I'd love to actually hook this up to my electronic drum kit, like some of these sounds. Funky snare. Oh, that's so nice. Glass snare. Growler kick. What? That doesn't have the pitch on it. Happy clappy. Yes. Well, this is actually a surprise on the podcast right here. I did not know it had percussion that sounded this freaking good. Anyway, a bunch of percussion here. Let's listen to one more. Take You snare. Whoa. Tonal snare. Probably go down lower. I guess you could do... That's interesting. You could do a tonal snare. Again, I reckon this would be suited to like trap music. I should have set up, if I had known this had this good a percussion, I should have set up my little Aura Nectar drum machine and have like a note repeater. I do have my machine control. I don't have it hooked up via MIDI though. So it'd be like, you know, that sort of sound effect. Anyway, very impressive. My gosh. Okay, it's even got best of Twin 2 here, so it has all the presets which were the best of Twin 2 sidechain presets. Let's have a look at that. What's this? Electro motor. Oh, it's got a bit of everything going. 4 oscillators, you got a snare, you got some other stuff. External opinions. Whoa. Alright, finally some polyphony. Whoa, this may, oh my goodness, this may become my new favorite synth of 2023. This is just, wow, I love it. What is this? Space Gate. Is there anything on it? This preset, maybe I'm too low, too high, or it's got a really slow attack. I can't hear this one. Anyway, amazing stuff. Amazing. Then we get clean. What's that? It's just that's just your your default 1 oscillator sawtooth. Let's finish off with some keys. Dreams of a Piano. Whoa, that might sound better on this keyboard actually. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, Rhodes V8. Eat your heart out, right? Go down an octave. Cool, a little bit distorted, but nice. Lo-fi keys. Oh yeah, totally. What would a lo-fi would be like? Lo-fi hip hop would be like. I don't know, be like, I'm trying to get the rhythm in my head. Marvin the Mech. That sounds sick. But all in all, an amazing sounding soft synth. Wow, it may be my new go-to and favorite soft synth of the year. Definitely. This is, wow, it blew me away, and the percussion blew me away. I was not expecting great percussion like that. Amazing. I love it on the podcast if we have a surprise like this. I love giving you guys my real reaction to something, because literally I'm checking this out for the first time. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not doing this behind the scenes. I mean, I did a tiny bit of playing before we started the podcast, but I'm not getting the full luxury of time that you guys have out there, getting the chance to even listen to me. That is a luxury of time. No, I'm just being stupid right now, but thank you so much for watching and enjoying the podcast today. I really enjoyed having you guys here, as I do every week. Tell me what you thought of the podcast today. Leave your comments down below if you want. What did you think of the Field Desk by Teenage Engineering? Are you going to be getting one? I would like to know if anyone is actually going to get one of these. Arturia Polybrute Noir Edition. Does that float your boat? Would you want a Noir Edition Polybrute? I think everyone would want a Noir Edition Polybrute, to be honest, because it looks so freaking good. Are you going to win the Mini Moog? If you are, you need to share that with me. I need to come to your place and play that if you win that. And I'm gonna go for winning it. And if I do, I will share the love with you guys, of course. Heavyocity. Do you want Heavyocity? Link down below. Hopefully I'll have the link actually. Not 100% sure on that, but we'll have an affiliate. We'll go for having an affiliate link down below. I don't actually know yet. For Heavyocity, up to 60% off sale. Are you gonna be getting Autotune, the Autotune correction of our lives? If it's needed in your studio right now, you can buy it, that one-time price. No, there's no kickback for me on this one. The only one that I would have kickback on, just so you have full disclosure, is if you decide to get Heavyocity. But other than that, or you want to just shout me a coffee because you're just like, Mr. Moneybags, I need a treat, Emlyn. Here you go. Boom, have this. Keep you going. Roland Zenbeats, the update. Come on, give it another chance. If you've let go, come back to it. Are you going to win that Rhodes MK8? I mean, I didn't really explain the competition that well, but you can, get the free trial. Go for winning it. Anyway, go check out Dr. Mix's video because it's way better than whatever I could ever achieve with that. But check out the software. I mean, what have you got to lose? I'll have a link for that down below. 45 days of free playing with that. And Fabfilter Twin 3. Wow, did you surprise us today on the podcast? I don't know if many of you will watch this podcast or listen to it, because I know that when I've done Fabfilter in the past, it hasn't been a super popular product, but I got to hand it to Fabfilter, hands down. This was a surprise and just a joy to play with today, and sounds amazing and is going to become my new go-to. So Fabfilter, if you get to see this, reach out to your boy here on Emlyn in the Mix, and you want me to cover more on it, reach out to your boy. We'll look after you there, Fabfilter. This has been freaking blowing my mind, this synthesizer. Wow, really cool indeed, and really easy and intuitive, I feel. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today on the podcast. I've just babbled on way too much. We had some excitement here. The cat was here. We'll be back next week, keeping it exciting as we do every week. Be amazing. Work on your tracks, be creative, do what you gotta do. We'll be back next week, guys. All right, peace out. Boom. Hey, thanks for listening to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast. Here you will find all the latest in music technology, software and hardware, interviews, and more. Also, don't forget to check out the Emlyn in the Mix YouTube channel today. Till next time, keep it real.